Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So for today's case I'm going to be talking to you about is Dominic Jefferson murder. So a man convicted of shooting his fiancée to death just 3 days after proposing to her was sentenced to life in prison. Kendrick Atkins, 42, was convicted of murder on October the 21st, and when the verdict was read, officials said that he passed out and had a seizure in the courtroom. In response, the judge postponed the punishment phase. On Wednesday, the Harris County jury resumed court and sentenced Atkins to life in prison. This man was a boozer with a string of domestic violence crimes that continued to escalate until he killed a woman, Harris County District Attorney Kim Ogg had said. Unfortunately, Dominic Jefferson lost her life because he lost his temper. Officials says Atkins and 33-year-old Jefferson got into an argument at their apartment in 5500 block of Hollyview Drive in northwest Houston on January 4th, 2020. They say Atkins had proposed to Jefferson over New Year's Day, and just 3 days later they got in an argument and then she called off the engagement. When she and a friend tried to leave, Jefferson's car would not start. Officials says Atkins was trying to fix the car when Jefferson shouted at him to leave the car and her alone. As the argument continued, officials says Atkins pulled a gun out of his pocket and shot Jefferson. Authorities say he took his fiancee's phone and had fled. Jurors said Atkins had a history of committing crimes and believe this is not the first time he attempted to kill someone. They say they heard that Atkins told people he put a loaded shotgun in a woman's head while she was asleep and pulled the trigger, but the gun didn't go off. Kendrick Atkins is requesting protective custody because of threats he claims to be receiving on Facebook. An attorney speaking on Atkins' behalf told a magistrate on Sunday that he believed relatives of his deceased fiancée are also inmates in the Harris County Jail and said they were going to get him as soon as he hits the floor. According to the probable cause affidavit, Jefferson yelled, "Shoot me," as the fight escalated. Moments later, she was shot in the chest. Atkins is also charged with firing a shot at a witness who tried to intervene. A magistrate set bond on both charges of $250,000. Dominic and Kendrick was engaged just before midnight on New Year's Eve. The proposal was recorded on Facebook Live, and Jefferson's mother had watched it. She had said, "I thought she had found the man of her dreams. It was the nightmare of her life." Couple had met only 3 months before. According to friends, "I thought it was fast," said UT Kwan, one of Jefferson's friends, who witnessed the proposal. "I said, if they're happy, I'm happy. But when the altercation happened, I was thrown off. I was like, how could you do that? You just proposed," he said. Atkins, according to the court, was on parole until March for an earlier conviction. The state opposed bond today, citing an extensive criminal history, both locally and out of state charges. He was employed in Houston as a constructive worker. Hunter said neither she nor her daughter researched Atkins' background, which also included a charge of assault on a family member that was in the past. "This needs to wake women up to do their research on who they're letting into their lives," she said. As for Atkins' request for protection while in jail, he doesn't deserve protective custody. He doesn't deserve to live. That's how I feel about it, with no filter, said Dominic's mum. Dominic Jefferson left behind 3 children. Harris County jury sentenced Atkins on Wednesday to life in prison. The jury also reported that found that Atkins was a true habitual offender because of earlier violent crimes, according to the news release. Further investigation determined Atkins had previously been convicted of several offences, including an aggravated assault against a woman in 2008 and in 2015, of felon in possession of a weapon and possession of methamphetamine. He went to prison for the case and was on parole when he committed the murder. This is what Ogg had said. Jurors also said that they heard that Atkins told people he put a loaded gun on a woman's head as she slept and pulled the trigger, but the gun did not go off. I hope the family feels justice was done because Dominic Jefferson was a daughter, a sister and a mother, as well as a cousin and a friend, said Assistant Direct Attorney Anthony Osso, who prosecuted this case. We were able to establish a trail of violent crimes going back almost 20 years in which Kendrick Atkins was violent and abusive towards women, and we want to thank the jury for putting that to an end. Okay then everyone, so that is the case of Dominic Jefferson's murder. If you enjoyed it, please like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and I see you all again next time. Take care. Bye bye.